Guys, Krista here, your Pampered Chef consultant. I wanted to come to you today and share a little bit about my journey with Pampered Chef. I first started my business back in 2006, and I'm so grateful I've been able to build a really successful business since then. When I first started, I was just out of university. I was working my first corporate job. I was making almost no money at all, and I was in major debt. I really saw no way out of it. I was looking for a part-time job at the time just to help make ends meet, let alone pay off all that debt and get myself into a comfortable place. So I went to my first in-home cooking party. There were no Facebook parties back then, and signed up that night because I just thought if I can make a couple $100s a month, then that'll help pay my car and I'll be a little bit more comfortable. And so for the first year of my business, I did that. I was super part-time. I made a couple $100s a month. I did parties here and there, just kind of as people wanted them. But then the next year, Pampered Chef introduced a trip for two to Aruba, and it meant stepping up my business big time. I basically had to double what I was doing, but I really wanted that trip. I had never been on a trip like that before, and I really wanted it. So I worked really hard that year. I ended up actually tripling my annual income for my side business, and I averaged about $1,000 a month in income that year. And I earned the trip. So I took my then boyfriend, now husband, on an all expenses paid trip to Aruba. It was absolutely incredible. And needless to say, we were hooked. And I've earned the trip every year since then. Fast forward a few years to 2011. I was newly married. We paid for that in cash. I was still working a corporate job, not the same job as when I started, different company. But I was really struggling, honestly, with the 9 to 5. I enjoyed my work. I loved my coworkers. They were absolutely amazing, but the company was going through layoffs and a lot of other changes, and it was really scary. And I was really honestly tired of having to ask for time off and feeling like I was working really hard and not really getting the recognition that I felt like I deserved. And I knew I didn't want my life to be in the hands of someone else anymore. So I talked to my new husband and decided I was making the same amount of money at both jobs anyway, and Pampered Chef was now just extra fun money. So we decided that I could leave my full-time job and pursue Pampered Chef full-time and just kind of see how it goes. And again, that year I doubled my income and have never looked back. Since then, my life and my business have gone through a lot of change. We've moved houses. We've had 2 kids. We've traveled the world. My son got to come to Budapest with us when he was only 6 months old. When I had him, though, in 2016, I knew that I couldn't do the in-home cooking parties at the same level that I was doing them before, at least at the beginning. And I really honestly didn't have the energy to do it either. So I decided to jump into Facebook parties. I knew lots of consultants were having great success with them, so I thought I would try it out. And honestly, guys, it blew me away. I couldn't believe the success that I was having. I could do so many more parties than I ever could doing in-home parties, and people were loving them. In fact, I was booking so many more parties than I've ever done. And the income was absolutely incredible. In fact, I had my highest commission month of my career when Henry was 2 months old. When most people take a pay cut on mat leave, I had a 2-month-old baby at home and made my highest commission check to date. So it was pretty incredible. I was having so much fun. I loved that I was giving away tons of free product. Our team was growing really fast, so that meant there were lots of people out there having fun and doing parties and changing their families. So our team now is one of the fastest growing teams in Canada, and we are not stopping. We are having so much fun together. Most of our team runs their business 100% online doing Facebook parties. Now, don't get me wrong, cooking parties are not dead. They are still alive and kicking, and people are having so much fun with them. If you love the in-home parties, you can do those too, and you can do virtual parties. There are many of us that do both. But if you're someone that just can't, or you don't want to do in-home parties, you can't leave your house, you don't have to. You can be running your business entirely from home, from your phone. And the best part is There's posting services out there that you can use. So you don't even have to be on Facebook to be running your parties. All the posts are pre-scheduled. So you just check in throughout or at the end of the day, whenever you have time. It really doesn't take much time at all to run a Facebook party. So if I've piqued your interest in any way at all, I encourage you to look into it. It may be what you're looking for to stay home with your kids or to pay off some debt or leave a job that you're not happy at or getting the recognition that you deserve. Or maybe you love your job and you just want a fun side gig to pay for the extras. Maybe it's a vacation or you want to do a home reno or you want to move or build a house. Whatever it could be for you, I would really encourage you to give it a try. It's really no risk. Worst case scenario, you try it out for a month and you decide it's not for you, you get to walk away. You keep the kit, you keep the money you made, you keep any products you made, no big deal. Best case scenario, you've changed your life and you've changed your family's lives forever. But you'll never know if you don't try. So thanks for watching. I hope you'll decide to try it out. Bye for now.